All right, welcome one and all. This is Chet. I'm by myself right now. Just so you know, it's a New York sports story, episode 13, the bar mitzvah episode. If you guys know what the bar mitzvah, I was trying to figure out a title. It was a little, interesting because really there was nothing coming up, for anything in the headlines. Nothing was like clicking at all. But the number 13 did. So I should move this up. You guys can't see my head. I should have fixed this before. There we go. Okay. Much better. Let's do that again. There we go. All right. So it is episode 13, the bar mitzvah episode. We have roughly 13 topics to talk about. So I tried to go with it, and hopefully we'll get some people on. Brandon is running a little late because he has his daughter's softball game. So that's what's keeping Brandon. And I might have a guest if he does happen to pop on. I talked to him at work. He is a Kerry coworker. So right now, we are Chaz and just Chaz right now. So let's talk about this first. And I know they're going to want to talk about it. Maybe I'll come back with if either one come on. Oh, wait. Just in time. Hold on a second. I got to add. Edit. Frost. Save. And we're on. No, main stage. There we go. Okay.
7 minutes.
Right. It's only been 2:30, so you're good. I waited a little bit. So
that was crazy.
I bet just trying to get home, yeah.
The game would have ended. If the game would have went in another inning, it would have been over. I wouldn't have made it. But,
wow.
It actually ended. The game ended at about 7:30, and it's about 15 minutes away. So I got here.
Yeah. Wow. Well, as you might not have seen before, I don't know if you saw Facebook or not. This is called the bar mitzvah episode. If you understand bar mitzvah, 13. So it kind of fits. I found 13 different things to talk about. So
I like that. Yeah. Bar mitzvah episode. Yes. 13, episode 13, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I as I said before in the first couple of minutes, I couldn't think of anything to talk about. Like that one headline that would pop out as a title. Like it just nothing was clicking, Yeah. So the number 13 that was more proficient than anything else. So
13 Ghosts. That was my movie. I love that movie.
Well, there's a lot of 13s, and if you look at Wikipedia, there's good luck and there's bad luck. So go figure.
Yeah.
Like Colgate, the university, they go by Colgate 13. Like they're I think they have an acapella group or something like that goes by Colgate 13.
I'm actually I'm close to Colgate. I've actually delivered. I've delivered a few times to the campus.
So they are in New York. I didn't know where they were. Okay.
Yes, sir. Colgate is in New York.
Yeah. So they according to Wikipedia, they were founded by 13 people for $13. So Colgate, yeah. Like I learned a lot just learning about the number 13. I tell you, and I never did this on Chat Says Anything. I didn't. I just didn't even think about it. I think something must have went down with episode 13. I'd have to look back.
Yeah. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, there was really not one thing popping out. So, but anyway, so what I was getting to as you popped on, Knicks and Pacers tonight. That's the big thing, right?
Game 4. Yes, sir. I got it on right now.
Yeah, I see the game cast 7-6, so it's very early. So very, very, very early.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about Game 3. I mean that was a game that. It looked like we were done. Nice. See, let me tell you, you got a keychain. I bought a necklace that
a lanyard.
No, a necklace that was Knicks necklace. I wanted to wear it tonight. It didn't come in. They said they dropped it off. They didn't drop it off. So I got to put in a notice. I meant to do it yesterday. Things have been crazy. So like I didn't do it yesterday, and I haven't done it today. But so maybe they win more. I can get this sooner than later. So
maybe the more they don't bring it, the more they win. You probably ain't gonna want it by the time.
That's true. That's true. I get my money back.
I'm very like with sports. I have like I'm
superstitious,
good juju, bad juju. Like I'll switch my jersey halftime. Like
it's a very interesting thing to talk about with the 13th episode. So
I mean, Friday the 13th. I mean, it's so much associated with 13.
Oh yeah,
my daughter turned 13 in January. See, there you go. She scored. She scored for the first time tonight.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I got a 13 for you that my wife knows very well. Our first date was on 3/13.
Oh,
then that was a Friday.
Wow, 3/13 on a Friday.
Yes.
That's
3/13 at a bowling alley. Okay. We met on our first date. Well, she's a bowler, so that was the big thing. She was a bowler. So
now it would have been crazy if somehow, some way in bowling you could pitch a bowl of 3/13.
Well, then I might quit bowling if I bowl at 3/13.
Lane, what's going on?
What's that?
Extra pins in the lane. What's going on there?
But and even that night, that was funny. So we leave that night. We go in my car to go somewhere else, and wherever we were going, I went down a side street in Aberdeen, New Jersey, and I got pulled over going down a hill, going 30 miles an hour in a 25.
What? It was one of those nights.
Reviewing my book in one of the chapters because it's a hell of a chapter. It really is. But
that's crazy.
I forget the ticket, but I got a ticket on my first date with my now wife. So
that is insane. 20, 30 and a 20. I mean, it's only 5 over.
Exactly. The cop was gunning for me. I tell you. Anyway, let's get back to the game. So game 3, back and forth. We were down 20, right?
Yeah.
Down 20 in the second quarter. Get into the third quarter and somehow again, Jalen gets 5 fouls, even though that 5th foul is very. I tell you, that 5th foul bothers me.
It does.
I still remember it. Like it was a charge. I'm sorry, it was a blocking foul when it could have been a charge.
Yeah.
And people who knows basketball fans will remember that. Like I just it was in my head. I was going nuts. I'm like, yes, he was moving, but I'm sorry, he kind of had his position by rule, So I just
and then one of the fouls. I believe Halliburton kicked out and kicked him. Like he kicked out after the shot. They still called the foul. Like I thought that was illegal. I thought that if
I missed that, but that is illegal. You're not allowed to kick. I think Jordan used to do that. I want to say Dominique used to do that. I can't tell. No, Kobe didn't do that. No, Iverson. I thought Iverson did that too. But
Iverson did. Kobe didn't do it until after Dirk Nowitzki retired. Dirk was a big leg kicker.
Oh, Dirk, absolutely. Oh God, 16-9. Where the heck did that go? It went from single digits to 16 points for the Pacers.
Real fast.
So Brunson gets 5 fouls, and then again somehow they go on a run. Like it was crazy. So the fact that
it wasn't even. I think it was more so the bench than it was the starters because Cat and Brunson was out.
Yeah, I know Brunson was. The bench didn't have the points that apparently the Pacers did, but still did amazing. So, and then thankfully that fourth quarter is when Cat showed up. Like the man just absolutely showed up.
Yeah, I'll take a fourth quarter like that from Cat as long as he can stay out of foul trouble.
Yep, and I tell you, Jalen. They said this today, and I'm kind of starting to agree. It's looking at least bad in the playoffs. that Kat and Jalen can't play with each other on the same court. It's a strange phenomenon that these two can't be on the same court and work each other, work with each other. It's I think Kyle Hurd might have said that.
I don't think they wouldn't be where they are right now.
That's true. That's true. But I don't know the whole plus minus thing. But I know these other guys talk about it, and I wonder what the plus minus is with those two on the court at the same time.
Right.
But
because you got to also think too. Brunson was hurt a lot of the rest of the end of the season.
Yeah.
So people are gonna talk. That's just,
people talk, exactly. Now,
can't get away from that.
The guys I listen to is obviously Stephen A. Smith. He's one of my favorites. I'll listen to Colin Cowherd too, because he's usually the other side. So there's at least a double side. When it comes to, and then there's
Get up with Greeny.
Well, Greeny's good, but he's football. For me,
early in the morning they've got right now. They've got they got the Morris. They got the Morris brothers.
I saw that. I watched that yesterday on Memorial Day. It was nice to have a day off and be able to watch some of these things. I had to look these two guys up. My wife and I did not know they're twins, and that
Marcus and Marquise Morris.
Yeah, and there's 5 brothers, and 2 of them are in jail.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa! I was like, talk about an education on the Morris brothers. I was like, wow, but and then I think one used to play for the Knicks for a year, but he didn't do that well. He didn't stay. So,
and the other one currently plays for the Lakers.
Yeah, one's with the Lakers, one's with the Sixers, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I didn't understand for the life of me. Like I was saying, I believe I said this in one of our episodes. Why wouldn't you put a physical power forward like Markieff Morris in down low against the Timberwolves? They wouldn't have been able to stop him.
Yep.
There wasn't nobody down there bigger than him but Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, I know. And Rudy's showing up too. Go figure. We'll talk about that in a minute. And we'll stick with the Knicks game. Obviously, we've done that the last couple of weeks where we've done that. Yeah. They're down 5 now, very early in the first quarter. So, but yeah, they won game 3. Thankfully, Halliburton looked disheveled. His eyes were like he had seen a ghost or something.
Yeah.
And I was happy to see that. Seeing those fans walk out of that stadium.
Like that,
as flustered and frustrated, and going past. That's why I watched TNT, the TNT after they were done. I wanted to hear what Barkley and O'Neal said because I know Barkley specifically is such a Knick hater. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
So that's one guy I like him as a man. He's a good guy, but I just
can't stand him as a commentator.
No, he's turning into Troy Aikman for me. That, yeah. And Troy Aikman's gotten better. Yeah. That's when Troy Aikman was commentating Giant games on Fox. That's how bad he is.
Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Sick of him.
My wife still hates Joe Buck. I don't mind Joe. See, I don't mind Joe Buck because I think he has a persona where that's his attitude, Yeah. And Troy, I think, must have got a talking to because I remember in that 2010-2011 season, all of a sudden he went from talking bad about the Giants to just actually being clinical and being diametric about the Giants. He was very factual.
That's because he couldn't get that. He couldn't get that hate that he had for us out of the system.
I think
started to linger into his broadcasting.
It did. You don't see that with Brady. You don't see that with Romo.
They're very biased. I actually enjoy their commentating.
And the fact that now that Brady has to be biased when he's doing a Raider game and doing a Patriot game and doing a Buccaneer game, 3 teams that he's related to, you have to be biased. It's an interesting critique or the thing to watch with him. So,
yeah.
And I think that's going to be something to talk about down the road when they start doing games again. Who we critique who the announcers are going to be. So, that's going to be fun.
Who else? Somebody new is joining.
I think it's Jason Kelce.
Was it Jason? No, Jason Kelce was last year. Well, this past season. It's somebody completely new that's joining. This is gonna piss me off.
We'll figure it out. We got plenty of time.
Well-known football player too, right?
I guess my special guest isn't coming on. He must have either didn't see as I texted him too. Let's see, nothing from him. Yeah, I had a coworker, special guest. So nice. in case you weren't coming on so quickly, so but yeah, we'll see if he pops on.
Hey, he can still pop on.
He could.
Go to Marion.
Absolutely. Okay, so I think we're done with Knicks for now. We'll go back when I tell you, every time I move, something changes. 24-23 Knicks winning. Okay. So OKC with a big win last night. I watched this game. I was doing my due diligence, watching the game, put it on mute, watch wrestling. So on my phone. So they dominated. Like Minnesota did not look good.
Right.
Did you watch?
Yes, I did.
What are your takes on it?
The bench outscored the starters.
Oh, OKC? Or Minnesota?
Minnesota's bench.
I was going to say.
Bench was on fire.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards couldn't get anything going. Julius Randle couldn't get anything going. He looked like
Julius looked like he was a Knick.
Oh, did. And then all the Knicks are sitting at home watching like, that's why we got rid of him.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Not sure why they got rid of DiFrancesco, but I think he had to be part of the deal.
Oh my goodness!
Have you seen that? Have you seen that commercial?
Some of the funniest stuff.
Yeah, it's with the three Knicks who were Villanova guys, including Jalen, and then DiFrancesco walks down the other aisle, and I was waiting for them to give him a hug, like.
That commercial was funny.
That's a very New York centric commercial. I get it. I don't think the rest of the country even gives two what's about it, but that's a funny commercial.
Chicago too because of Villanova. So
yeah, that's true. They got some Villanova guys too, but now OKC, like I said, that triumphant of SGA, Chet, and Williams, like they're good. That kind of scares me if the Knicks make it to the next round. They're young, they're talented, and they know how to play together. It's crazy.
Stop! They are pests on defense.
They are.
They don't stop.
When you got a white guy who's big enough, like Porzingis or Joker, exactly, big enough, and he can just put his hands up, and that's it. Yeah. It's what's amazing, and we've kind of forgotten this guy who's in New Orleans, Zion, right?
Zion Williamson, yeah.
Like he went like you can't find him in the top 50 of anything right now. Like it's crazy, and he's the reason my wife got into basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, because she was watching him in Duke. I had Duke on because they were good, and Zion has just fallen off the map. He's just not with the right team.
Completely.
Like it's crazy.
He came back in shape, and he still got hurt. So
I think he's got to go to one of two places: go to New York or go to Houston. Like,
or he could come to LA
or go to LA. I mean, and that he could compliment Luka. I'll tell you right now. But
LeBron, oh my goodness!
No, well, LeBron could do his 20 minutes and he could maybe get the moniker of assistant coach. But OKC look legit now. Do you think OKC is Minnesota? Let me rephrase this question. Do you think Minnesota's done? Going back to OKC for Game 5.
They got a puncher's chance. That's what I give him. I'll give him a puncher's chance.
I don't know. In wrestling terms, I think they're Hornswoggle and OKC's Roman Reigns. They don't got a shot in hell.
Damn. The only way I could see. No, I think
it's only way is injury. I hate to say it like that.
That's the only thing. That's why I just.
That's literally the only way. That's the only way this makes sense. Like, you know.
I mean, I don't know what they did in Game 3 to blow them out by 40 points, but
was it 40? I thought it was 20. I think it was 40 during the game. It was only ended up being like 20, right, or 15.
Yeah. So, down by 40.
Yeah.
Whatever juice or juju they had, they drunk or ate, or whatever they did that
maybe
day.
Remember, they were in Minnesota. Maybe they had something bad in Minnesota that you don't know.
But they were just in Minnesota last game, and
they got over whatever happened. They got but that was a close game. See, that was a close game. You know, this is the first.
If you get Julius Randle give you 10, and you get Anthony Edwards to give you the 20, like the superstar he says he is.
They should have won that game. They should have won that game. Yep, they should have won that game. Like, should have been 2-2. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Go ahead.
These teams go down and then come back from 20s and 14s and 15s with 2 minutes left on the clock. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, let's go to baseball. So, Mets right now are winning 5-2 at Citi Field against Chicago White Sox. So they're getting help from one of the worst teams in baseball. Although Chicago's not bad. Chicago can win games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the White Sox can win.
They ain't losing as much as they was losing last year, but
they're not Colorado. So like who was it? Was it my buddy Ricardo? He actually said to me, let me move this. Sorry, I'm a little. There we go. Okay.
Fine.
Now I'm in the middle. Yeah. So my buddy Ricardo says to me, he texts me, Colorado's going to be a breather for you, and Judge is going to go nuts. You know what? He didn't go nuts. He got a couple home runs. He didn't go nuts. You know, going nuts would have been home run after home run after home run every at bat. That's which he didn't do.
Going nuts would have been how they played Game 3 or Game. Was a game? Would they lose Game 2? Right?
Let's go to the schedule. I'm curious. You're right. They did lose a game to Colorado, didn't they?
Yep.
And that's telling all in all, right there. I think it was Saturday they lost. Let's say
the second game, the first game.
No, we won Saturday.
So it had to be the first game that we lost.
Maybe it was the first because Sunday I know we won. Yeah, 5-4 we won. Let's see Friday.
And we lost 3-1, I think.
That's Matt's. Hold on.
3-2.
Yes, we lost 3-2. Clark Schmidt. Yep. Yeah, Schmidt imploded. I dumped him off my team. I'm like, I can't. I'm done with Clark Schmidt. Oh my God. Yeah, you lose.
I was in disbelief.
They gave him one of their 9 wins. Got it from the Yankees. Really, the Yankees. Okay, fine. Tanner Gordon got a win. One of the 9 wins on that Friday.
That's crazy.
Wow.
What was up with our bats? We couldn't hit nothing either.
No. Well, Friday was a bad day for New York. Friday, the Mets lose. Friday, the Yankees lose. Friday, the Knicks lose.
Yeah.
So
real bad.
Yep. Now, I mean, Saturday wasn't so bad. I mean, the Mets, they've done a pretty decent job against a team that they shouldn't have. The Mets beat the Dodgers 2 out of 3. The best team in the league. They took to school 2 out of 3. David Peterson won on Saturday. And on Sunday, let's see, the Mets beat the Dodgers 3-1. Kodai Senga beat now they're beating guys like Landon Knack and Tony Gonsolin. So not big names for the Dodgers. You know, they I think it was said they got 14 guys on the IL and 10 of them are pitchers. So, yeah. but the Dodgers are still the best team in the league, but the Mets are now beating the best team in the league. So that what does that tell you? So, that just says basically we're in the middle of May. Let's keep going. But
everything is everything. So just like you said the Dodgers are the best team in the league, and the Mets are beating the best team in the league, which makes them the best team in the league, and we beat them. It's us the best. We can do this.
Exactly. And we won yesterday. The Yankees beat the Angels, who are a pretty bad team, with Yarbrough as a starter. So, like Yarbrough, they're just throwing that fifth starter in, and he keeps winning. The Mets
look good.
The Mets had to win it in the ninth inning. I see Edwin Diaz got the win, so they had to win it in the ninth inning, 2-1 over Chicago. They got a walk off. I think it was Lindor, if I'm correct. So
yeah. No,
Lindor Alonso. No, I thought it was Lindor
for the walk off.
Yeah, because I could have swore my wife showed me a video of Lindor getting interviewed at the end of the night by Steve Gelbs, and he sees the water coming at him, pulls Steve Gelbs into him, and Steve Gelbs gets water on him. So, I think it was Lindor. I think it was Lindor. I think Alonso
did hit a walk off one of those nights, though.
He might have. I don't think it was Monday night though. So now, let's see. The Yankees haven't started yet. They start at 9:38. And the Mets are playing right now. They got Tyler McGill in against Jonathan Cannon. Let's see the scores. Let's see. I think they did score. I think they were doing well. Okay, I'm not watching the Yankees. Dodgers. Oh wow, they're finally winning. They're playing the Guardians, so they can beat the Guardians. Dodgers are beating the Guardians 6-3 right now. Mets are beating the Sox 5-2. Orioles beating the Cardinals 4-3. Orioles 19-34. They already fired their manager. Did you hear that this week?
Really?
They fired their manager. I think it's the second or third this year that the manager's been fired. Orioles 19-34. Never thought. I think they never thought. I know I didn't. I thought they'd be the second team in the AL East.
I completely agree.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise. Tigers 35-20 record. They are dominating the AL Central. And
I knew the Tigers were going to be good.
And shutting out the Giants right now 3-0.
Matter of fact, I had the Tigers winning their.
You did. Phillies Braves is 1-0. Twins Rays is 3-1. Twins winning. Red Sox Brewers 0-0. Reds Royals 2-2. And everything else is about to just starting up in the first inning. Let's see who's going for the Yankees.
The Brewers and the Royals kind of been off and on.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yankees. Rodon is going tonight. That's good. One of my Huh?
Why is Rodon going tonight?
It's his time to start, I think, isn't it? It's his fifth day. I thought.
It is. It is. Because I'm thinking. I'm completely thinking ahead of time. Like we got the Dodgers coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. We do. Let's see. So he'll pitch tonight. That means he won't pitch again Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. He might miss them.
Yeah.
He might completely miss the Dodgers. Let's see.
So let's go back to my question.
Oh no! You know what? You know what the Sunday night game is? It's already out with the probable pitchers. Yarbrough versus Yamamoto.
Where I knew it was going to be.
But Yarbrough has got 2 wins in his last 2 starts. That's a plus.
He's actually looking pretty. He actually looked pretty good last night.
So it's not a bad thing necessarily. I mean, Yamamoto's been great. So Aaron Judge and the boys better find a way to hit him. You know,
Yamamoto also lost to the Chicago Cubs. So
yeah, he did, but that was early, wasn't it? So
yeah.
Oh, oh god, Saturday's worst, and for both teams. Will Warren versus I don't know what his first name is. Knack. It doesn't show. I have to click it. Yeah, Knack, who just got his butt kicked by the Mets. So yeah, that game we could definitely do some damage. Friday night.
So we got Will. We got
Friday night. We got Freed going.
Okay, I knew Freed was going to be in one of those.
Yeah, we got the Apple TV game at 10 p.m. Thank God, people who work Monday through Friday can actually watch this game on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to get my kids. I don't think Saturday I should have nothing to do. I got to stay up to watch this. It's Freed versus Gonzalez. I think I have Gonzalez on my team. One of my Gonzalez's not bad. His ERA is what sucks. He's 2-1 with a 4.68 ERA. So, but and for the Mets, they got the Rockies this weekend. Wow, at home. So the Mets got the Rockies. The Mets has had a pretty easy 9-game schedule.
Yeah, over
the last 9 games. The Yankees have, other than the Dodgers, which they won 2 out of 3. We have the Dodgers in LA. They had the Dodgers in City. So, and I know the last game I went to, I think we won. I've been to a handful of Yankee games, and I think the last one I went to was either Yankees Mets or Yankees Dodgers. And I know there was a lot of Dodger fans, but I thought we won that game. I could be wrong. I know we won the Yankees Mets game because Beth went home very upset. So I remember that.
Yeah.
But Yankees Dodgers. What?
That's definitely something to remember when your wife's a Mets fan. You gotta hear that all night.
We got a picture. There's a picture. We have a flag, a Yankees Mets flag. We brought it to the stadium. Okay. So we took a picture near the end of the game. I'm smiling. She's not. And I remember that too. I was there with my coworker Rigo. Okay. Yeah. Her Beth's brother and her sister-in-law. And also that's the night I met John Sterling. So I won't forget the night I met John Sterling. Stuck in an elevator for a minute. That's all I need.
That's all anybody ever needs.
I wish I could have shook his hand. I wish I could have got his autograph, but that did not. I got to spend. I've spent time with a good amount of people, at least for a minute or two, and they may not remember me, but I remember them. Yeah. Whether it's, it was John Sterling in the elevator. I met Phil Rizzuto and Yogi Berra at this dinner my mother got me for a present. Long story short, it was a Sisters of Charity type thing. And it was in this place in Metuchen. And we go to it. It's the night of Game 3 where the Yankees are in the World Series. I forget what year. I want to say it's 2003. And they're at the stadium throwing out the first pitch with, I forget who. It was Phil, it was Yogi, and somebody else. And now they have this function they have to go to. Once they leave there, they get escorted from Yankee Stadium to this place. And I'm with my first ex-wife, who is roughly 5'7", 8 or 9. I don't remember her height specifically. So she was close to my height. And there is a picture out there somewhere, and I think she has it. And I kind of want it, but if she has it, we'll see how. Maybe I can get it from her. Yeah. It's a picture she took with them. She's in the middle of Yogi Berra and Phil Rizzuto. Now, know how tall both of these men are.
Yeah.
Very. And a 5'7" woman above them. It's an amazing picture. I just wish I could find a way to get it. It kills me. I don't have the. I never saved too many pictures of me and my ex-wife. I do have some. Yeah. There's pictures of me. You'd see long hair down in the middle of my back. I had long hair 20-something years ago, man.
Oh wow.
Nice. 20 to 25 was a whole different world. But yeah, so. All right, I think that's all the baseball stuff we could talk about. So I have a thing here. I figured would do some Yankees top headlines from ESPN.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, So Knicks Pacers. No, that's not it. It's this one. Pacers Nesmith available for Game 4. I guess he got hurt in Game 3.
Reese Smith, yeah, he rolled his ankle.
Yeah. Oh, look at this! So, breaking news: Chaz Chisholm Jr. went through full workout today, and Somerset it could. Okay, why did that go away? And could begin rehab assignment as soon as when? Hold on. As soon as
tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. No, Thursday for Aaron Boone. Okay, I like that. Love that. You know, Jora, whatever his name is, Vivat. He's good. He's better. We need Jazz.
I completely agree.
We need Jazz. So yeah, breaking news from Bronx Bombers News on Instagram. So I'll call them. I'll shout them out.
What is it? Vivas
or Orbit Vivas. He got his first home run. That's great, but he's a bench player.
142.
Yeah, he's if my 90s Yankees fans remember, he's Soho, Luis Soho. Remember, that's who he is. Luis Soho, the guy who come off the bench, get that single, get that double, can play in the 8th and 9th if you need him to.
Yeah.
That's what Vivas needs to do until he can figure out where he can be.
How to hit
and become Volpe. Like that. Yeah. Or Volpe or Cabrera. Those were guys that can hit 250, 260, 270. You got to do that.
Yeah, we're really missing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to miss his presence, though. Cabrera.
Oh, totally.
Just his energy is
unless we trade for Arenado, but we'll see.
Yeah, but who do we give up?
That's going to be not my decision, thankfully.
The minor leaguers?
I don't want to give up Spencer Jones. I don't.
Hell no.
I'll give up Trent Grisham. I'm not giving up Spencer Jones.
Do you? I'd almost want to give up Ben Rice. No, because he's two-way. He's catcher and.
But Ben Rice, you can give away Ben Rice and still have a formidable person to go at first base.
Yeah.
You got DJ LeMahieu that can go play first base.
Yeah.
You got even Peraza can play first base. He's formidable. So, I mean, we'll see. Okay, so Pacers has been available for Game 4. I'm guessing he's playing because they're scoring pretty good.
He's got 6.
He's got 6, so he's doing pretty good. Okay, next one. So I figured, you know what? I want to start with this one first. Fevers, this is big news. Fevers, Caitlin Clark is out for at least 2 weeks with a quad strain. That's bad news for the WNBA.
That is bad ratings for the WNBA.
Exactly.
That's a 2-week blow to the pockets.
Well, in the New York area, I don't know. I think the Liberty do well for themselves. Even when they were in champion, they do well with the local market. There's more people in the New York area, and there's only one New York women's team.
Don't give two shits about Caitlin Clark. Sorry, you're a great player, but we don't care.
Oh, absolutely. Indiana's going to be her because that team revolved around her.
Yeah.
Now, who do the Sparks have? Who do the? I don't know all the WNBA team names. Teams. Here we go.
Chicago Sky.
The Dream, the Sun, the Mystics.
The Sun, Mystics.
The Mercury. I know they're a big team. You know,
the Aces.
These teams are going to be hurting for 2 weeks now. When there's going to be something else to watch in summer because Caitlin Clark isn't playing your team.
Well, you got Bucher. Paige Bucher is lighting it up.
True.
So, and people they're gonna pay to watch New York Liberty no matter who they play.
That's true. And the other woman I thought who was big was Vandersloot, but she's not. She's not hitting like she's been in the past from what I've seen. And then you got a couple girls on the Sparks that are A, good players, B, very good looking. So they should hit, some type of market there. But like, I don't know. You're going into a 2-week span in the summer where you got NBA playoffs, you got NHL playoffs, you got summer. If you're on a coast like the west of the east, the beach is part of your plans. The boardwalk is part of your plans. Or boating or fishing, stuff that I don't do, but I know other people do. So that's the main 30 to 40 million people on both sides of the coast.
Just reminded me, I gotta get my fishing license.
Where you fish out of Lake Ontario or Lake Erie?
Fish.
Which lake is near you? I forgot.
I'm in Onondaga County.
Okay.
So I don't fish out of Onondaga Lake at all.
Oh, do you go to one of the Great Lakes?
No, I don't.
That's too far? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that good of a fisher to be out there with them. I don't go on boats. I got to be on land. Gotcha.
So, they're going to be hurting. Like, if they had 1 million people a week watching, it's going to go down to like 800 to 700,000 minimum.
Definitely.
That's not going to be good. So, hell, we only have
These people nowadays might tune in just to watch her sit on the bench.
Yeah. We only have 17 followers, so whatever.
It'd be like it'd be like females watching football just for Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm. I know. This is why I wish we had more live people. I see speaking of having people watching and whatnot, we got like 5 or 6 new people, and I know at least 4 of those people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're the closer friends or whatever. Like they're longtime friends. It's like, okay, you're gonna watch us now. 125 followers, and we have 17 on YouTube. And we moved it to Tuesday for the last 2 Tuesdays, and it'll be Tuesday next Tuesday, but we'll get to that. Okay, so Caitlin's out. The other thing in the WNBA. Unable to verify hateful fan comments toward Reese. Is it they're unable to verify, or Reese has been falling downward in her popularity since all this is started from the beginning? I wonder. I haven't heard much from Reese. I drafted her in my.
They always paint it out to be a hatred, black and white thing, and it's just
she's not scoring that much.
No, they both came out and said it's just competitive nature. They respect each other. They're not friends or whatever, but they're cool with each other. It's just the competitive nature on the court.
Yep.
Now, if you want to talk about who's bringing in the ratings as far as views,
that's Caitlin. Yeah,
that's Caitlin. Or Angel Reese. She's a great rebounder. She's a great.
Yep. You know what they could do? And I'm going to pitch this, and I'm telling you, if it happens, I want credit for this. Do a third Space Jam. You head it with Caitlin Clark, and you have Reese as one of those players that's with her.
Well,
remember, if she's part of those, if she gets her talents taken away like one of those Monstars, I mean, if the 17 listeners who listen to us, they got to know Space Jam. They got to. I'm like that. Both of them, not just one. You got to know both.
Right.
You got to know. You got to know the LeBron one, even if you don't like the LeBron one.
Right.
I'm not quite a fan, but I get the storyline of it. So.
Yeah, it was dope. I loved it. My kids loved it too.
Yeah, my kids liked it too because it was newer to them. So yeah.
Yeah,
they don't know Michael Jordan, and it kills me. But I got to teach them that. So,
yeah, they won't watch the old one. They just look at it like, huh?
Yeah, and they barely know Bugs Bunny to begin with. They don't know Bugs Bunny. They don't know the Muppets. It's like,
this is stuff that is like,
yes, it pains me.
It's our childhood,
Yes. No, you know what childhood is now? Fortnite
and Loopsy. What's the new? I don't know.
There's a new one? Oh, no. I don't know.
Apex. I don't know. These kids. Oh, Roblox. Okay. Roblox. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Roblox. Yes. My son Aiden has told me a few things that the phrases he's talked about that I know nothing about. Oh, it's from this. I have to look it up. It's like, oh my God. Okay. So we got a couple football things. This one actually is probably better than the other two. Jamar Chase says preseason is a factor in the Bengals' slow starts.
Yeah.
So he basically said, because he told the reporters to look in the last couple of years where they didn't play, and they went 1-11 in the last 4 years in those first 3 games. That's pretty interesting. So I'm thinking Jamar Chase might need to be the captain of that team, number one. Number two, start throwing to him in weeks 3 and weeks 4, or actually it's only 3 weeks now of preseason. So 2 and 3.
Me personally, I think they shortened preseason and then they made the regular season longer.
Yep.
And then these coaches, they don't even play their starters till week 3? Or no, they play them first and
sometimes
then
they don't play them at all. Sometimes they don't play them at all.
They need those live reps.
Yep, I agree.
Even if it's for a quarter.
You know what it is? They're worried about injury, and they got to get it out of their head. A lot of these contracts and that, from what I understand, the injuries are put in to their contracts because it's part of the game. So I don't know.
When did we start playing football thinking about injuries?
2019 or 18. When I never thought of having a podcast, and I probably should have. Like, I could be going on 6 years now and probably maybe headlining somewhere, but So let's see what the Bengals do going down the road.
They still got to worry about. They're worried about Jamar Chase getting injured. They need to worry about Trey Henderson's contract.
That's right. And he's referencing that too. So Mason Rudolph, we all know where he plays now, the Steelers. It feels good to be wanted, he said. Good to be wanted.
Steelers,
okay. Huh?
He started at the Steelers.
He started, but they've kept him. So they got rid of the other guys. They kept him. So it's good to be wanted. We'll see if he starts. I don't know. You're on a team where you might be 50-50 at starting, but I'd be curious. Maybe we'll do this in August. The quarterback rankings, where these quarterbacks rank. I have to hope, because we've had Daniel Jones now for the last 4 years, and he was in the lower part of the tiers, that we have at one, if not 2 quarterbacks that are mid tiers.
there's tier 1, 2, 3, and then there's Daniel Jones. And I had so much faith in the kid, and I used to defend him. Like
dude,
come on, he's not getting it.
You and me both, and Mr. LeBruno was right. I'll give him credit for. I think you'll give him credit for it. He was right. Daniel Jones needed to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
after last season, I didn't want to see nobody in that quarterback room on the field, including DeVito.
I agree. I like Tommy DeVito's a nice kid. He's a good Italian kid. He could be in the next, Soprano, whatever. Hey Tommy, where's the pizza? Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see. We got 3 more. The last one's going to be interesting. I think we could actually talk a little bit on that. So Kirk Cousins not present for starter Falcons OTAs. Are we surprised?
No.
He's older. I mean, I don't think he fears losing his job, but I guess they want to put
job.
Oh, that's right. He's the backup, isn't he? He's the backup, so he's definitely not losing the backup job.
Right.
He's just not going to be. Yep. I'm losing you. What'd you say?
That's the most expensive backup in the game.
That's true. That's bigger than Jameis. Go figure. So yeah, I'm not too worried with that. All right, Kirby Smart. There we go. Kirby Smart says SEC coaches want clarity on transfer portal. My question: why should we give the SEC any clarity on anything when the SEC's been dominating everybody?
Right.
Am I being a northern guy here? I mean, maybe I am. Maybe I want Rutgers to do well. Okay.
Good.
Maybe I want to see Penn State and Michigan go against each other once in a while in a national championship, and not Alabama and Tennessee. Whatever.
Syracuse in there,
No, Syracuse. Yes. Well, they're what are they? ACC now?
Yep, ACC.
Yeah. If the ACC could get bigger, that would be great. I don't know how that would happen, but like
they just converted it from the Big East. They still kept the Big East, but I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing or how they're doing it. It just.
Well, is anybody getting paid in Syracuse?
Other than Dino Babers are highly. Oh no, we don't even got Babers no more. We got Fran Brown.
You got
most likely, yeah.
Quarterback.
No, that's the coach. We had Kyle McCord last year.
But he got drafted. He went to the Eagles, yeah. So, yeah, I'm not feeling bad for Kirby Smart. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Hell no. Man up, Kirby.
Seriously.
Talking about the transfer portal. What you got? 90% of your team right now are starters.
Yep, exactly. And we're probably going to be picking this team for a top 12 team. So you can't be worrying about a transfer portal.
You can't have your cake and the frosting and the ice cream and the gifts and the presents and the. Come on.
No. Okay, so this I think you and I have a little discussion on. NBA free agent rankings, futures of LeBron, Turner, and more. Nice article on ESPN by Kevin Pelton. So free agency won't be the marquee part of summer's offseason this year, but a series of extensions have taken some of the biggest potential names off the market, including Jimmy Butler, who got extended. So we won't see Jimmy Butler on it.
Right.
Player options led by LeBron James. I think he's staying with the Lakers. That'd be stupid to leave, I think.
I mean, would it?
Where would he go?
What if he go with Cleveland?
Oh, God. Would that be that? We'd have to lead with that. Oh, my God. We'd have to lead with that.
He goes back to Cleveland. They're gonna win again. They're gonna win another chip.
A New York podcast would have to lead with LeBron James going back to Cleveland. Wow.
He might very well stay with the Lakers, but I'm throwing it out there that it's not a possibility that him going back home to help those guys win a chip, being that they were closer to the playoffs than they were.
Okay, I'll state this. You got a better shot to see Harden and Kyrie Irving getting back together than you see him going to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe that.
We've seen it before. See, we've seen it before, but it was so bad when they actually go back together.
Track record he left Cleveland. He went to Miami.
Could Kyrie and Harden both say, "Oh wait, I think it was Durant. That's why we had to break up, not us."
Or it could have been Westbrook.
See, I mean, Harden, I could see going anywhere in the East. Honestly, I even could put him with the Knicks next year for the simple fact he'll want to play with Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, Jalen Brunson. Jaylen Brown. He's with Boston. I can even see him going to Boston playing with Jaylen Brown. That's where I was thinking Jaylen Brown. So I could see him going either Boston or the Knicks to play with those guards. Kyrie, I think he's staying in the South and West. I think he stays with either Dallas. I see him
Kyrie's
staying in
not
Dallas.
Going anywhere.
No, I truly see him
staying in Dallas with AD, and then they're gonna get Cooper Flag, and then you know what? As much as I would like to believe that even with Cooper Flag, Dallas has a chance to win a chip, AD always is hurt for some strange, odd reason. So I don't really have too much faith in that.
Yep. Let's see. What else does he say? Pistons nabbed Mike Beasley for a $6 million deal. And
Mike Beasley?
He was a sixth man, but he'll be a free agent. Malik Beasley, yeah. Also behind Beasley, Ty Jerome of the Cavaliers. Could Ty Jerome go to the Lakers? It's like instead of LeBron going to the Cavs, Ty Jerome go to the Lakers. Or I can see Ty Jerome going to Golden State and Steph saying, come with me. We need somebody. We need a 6-man here.
That's a possibility. I mean,
yeah.
Lakers need bigs right now. Lakers are too small inside, and their bigs are too frail.
So let's see. All-star. Oh, so they get the top tier, top 25. LeBron's 1, Harden 2. Both have player options. Same with Kyrie. He's got a player option. Number 4. Didn't talk about him, but he's still playing right now. Julius Randle has a player option with Minnesota.
He's staying. I think he stays.
He's Randall's got $29.5 million player option, and he has outperformed, at least in the regular season. He has. He could decline the option for a long-term deal. I don't see him doing that. Do you? Long-term? No. Your best bet's to get these one-year options.
With the way that he's playing right now, he better take what he can get.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Let's see. Fred VanVleet, point guard, team option. What is Flag? Is he a point guard?
Flag is a.
Oh wait, he's going to, but he's going to Dallas.
Point, small, shooting forward.
Okay.
Flag is everything.
Flag's everything. Okay.
Everything but a center and a power forward. He can play the point guard, small, shooting guard, and small forward.
Okay. Oh, so kind of like Allen Houston.
Yeah.
Okay. So VanVleet, he's a pure point guard. Who knows where he goes?
I mean, Toronto was just in the playoffs, so
yeah. But do you see Houston keeping him? I mean, because he's on a team option. So
wait. VanVleet plays for Houston? Oh, yeah,
and
he does.
And he's on a team option.
He stays. Yeah. He's staying. He's staying.
They'll keep him?
Houston's going to be good. They get 1 or 2 more pieces, and they're another OKC. They have the potential to be an OKC.
1 tier 2, as they call it, and he's a center. And he's a center who's still playing. Indiana Pacers, Miles Turner. No, Miles Turner.
Nah, he's staying.
He's an unrestricted free agent. So you think he'll stay with Indiana? He likes playing with Halliburton.
If they lose,
he could go?
Nah, I still think he stays.
Okay.
He's loyal to the soil.
Got it. Okay. I'm not the best looking guy, but my God, this guy's ugly. Holy cow. The number 7 guy. He's a point guard, so he's only so much taller than me. Josh Giddey from the Bulls.
Giddey? God.
That is one ugly mug. My God. Like the hairdo. If that was my player card, I'd ask for a redo. Like I would severely ask for a redo. He's got a forehead. I want to show it, but was that?
He's gonna ask the photographer. You got any filters?
Like, wow! Like now I'm gonna have to Google him, see who his wife is, and I bet my paycheck he outkicked his coverage with her. That's all I can.
Smoking.
Is she
smoking?
Oh, you're saying she's probably smoking. Okay.
Yes. You know how to smoking hot ones like those trolls.
Who was my wife? My wife said somebody outkicked their. Oh, speaking of outkicking your coverage, and people if they know wrestling. Oh, DJ's on. Hold on. At the stage. What's up, DJ? What's up, DJ?
Hey, what's going on? I just got home. I just got
home. This is, all right, you see, Brand. This is DJ Grand Larson. That's his DJ name.
How you doing?
His name.
I've been listening to. I've been actually listening to the podcast and everything. Yeah, I was. Well,
Okay.
I mean, I had to come home first to, I didn't want to be around where I was so you could see what's going on.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I had to come home.
We're talking about NBA free agency right now, so I think you can catch up on that.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah. We're talking about the last guy we're just talking about, Josh Giddey. I said he could outkick his wife. He probably outkicked his coverage with his wife.
Yeah.
I just saw his picture. I'm like, that is one of the ugliest mugs I've ever seen.
Well, look, he's a I don't know about him really.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
He's a professional, but nah, he's too much right now. I seen LeBron though. I miss most of the podcast.
LeBron,
but I heard LeBron trying to be free agent.
He's got a player option, but and Brandon's a Laker fan. He doesn't see it, neither do I. I don't see him leaving.
I don't see him leaving either. No.
Yeah. Harden, I'd love to see.
If he do leave, I could see him pushing for Cleveland.
And I told him
finish from where he came from.
Yeah.
I told him if that happens, that's our number one topic. We have to talk about that week.
I mean, you got to think about it. It's LeBron James. If he has the option to go anywhere he wants, all 32 NBA teams. If LeBron James calls you and says he wants to play for you, you try to figure that shit out.
I know.
You got a point about that.
Yeah, but now going back to Harden and Kyrie. Harden has a player option. I would love him as a Knick, but I could also see him as a Celtic.
I could see him.
I see him on the East Coast. I really do. I don't see him going back to Philly, though. He did his Philly thing. He's not going back to Philly.
Giannis is not in this discussion?
He's not in the top 7, no. I think Milwaukee's got him locked up. Now he's tradable. I think you can trade Giannis, but I don't see he's not a free agent. Now the next couple aren't big guy names. Quentin Grimes, Jonathan Kuminga, and Keon Ellis. Player. Yeah, I mean good players, but they're not like guys you talk about on a daily. They don't even make Sports Center top 10 most of the time. So
yeah, those are the guys that do the dirty work.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
they do.
That's the other.
We'll talk more about. Well, I don't think we'll ever have another Dennis Rodman.
Oh no,
we should.
Nowhere near close to.
Well, I don't think the
physicality wise and defense wise, the only player right now that's close to Dennis Rodman is Draymond Green.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, Draymond. That's it.
The rules have kept him from being Dennis Rodman. That's the truth of it.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's the rules. Can you see him playing in like China with the Golden State Warriors, and then like they'd have to keep him there. Like he'd do something stupid.
He'd be detained forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is there? Guy, you just said Brandon.
They would allow it over there.
No, you were probably right.
I said they would love him over there.
Oh, probably, yeah. Because he's a character, like Rodman. Brooke Lopez is on this list. Like Brooke Lopez is 12th.
Wow. I knew it.
Yeah, he's on the 30. He's 37 years old. He's 37 years old.
It. Wow. See, that's the damn. I mean, nowadays 37 is the new 27. Nah, 37 is 37.
No,
but still,
not in basketball.
37 is 30.
Not in basketball. 37 is probably 57.
37.
37 is probably 57.
Yeah, maybe, but nah, 37.
I had to retract that statement. It didn't come out. It came out. I was thinking.
37 is 20. 37 is 27 if you're Logan Paul.
Right.
Right. When Logan's 37, he'll be 27 in body. So
size, yeah.
That's all the money that he puts into it.
So, Chris Paul's on this list. Al Horford's on this list. So those are the bigger names. Uh-oh.
I would like to see Chris Paul to come back to the East. I mean, no, I would like to see him to come to the East. Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. Yeah, absolutely. But he's.
Yeah.
I don't see him in Boston. I don't see him in New York. You know where I see him?
No.
Washington. No. Atlanta.
Washington.
Not Charlotte.
He's another
He'll die in Charlotte.
He's another one of those guys that
you put him in New Orleans with Zion. Maybe Zion comes back to life.
I think he just needs Chris Paul probably just need to hang it up.
Damn it, you need to listen to me, bro. I got you thinking. I
was trying to think of what team he would fit on. Chris Paul need to hang it up.
He probably does. See, Ty Jerome needs to get that contract. Ty Jerome, he's not a bad player. He's just got to be with the right team.
Yeah.
Same with Malik Beasley. We talked about him. Naz Reid, forward center. That guy's a ball. Dude, you know who Naz Reid looks like? Tampa, you know who I'm going to talk about. He looks like Amir. Naz Reid. Yeah. One of our coworkers. I just looked at Naz Reid. He looks like one of my coworkers. He looks like Amir. Wow. That is, except Amir's only maybe 6 foot. Naz Reid is. Wow. I'm going to. A little bit. What if I call Amir? If I call Amir Naz tomorrow, do you think he'll get it? No.
Nah, you might have to say the whole name.
Naz Reid.
Yeah, word, yeah. Might have to say the whole name because he ain't gonna think about you talking about him. Yeah, you might have to say the whole name.
No big names: Karis LeVert, Gary Trent, Santi Aldama. SGA's cousin, Nickel.
Alexander
Walker, yeah. He's unrestricted. He's an unrestricted free agent.
I'll take him. I'll definitely take him. You'll take a
lot of guards on the Lakers, won't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, from what I'm hearing, Luka slimmed down another 40, 50 pounds.
Yeah, because Spain made him to. He's playing for the Spanish team. They said, no more Twinkies for you.
But I think if you could get Luka down, if you can get him consistent with his weight loss, if you can get him consistently, his defense sucks. Let's just say what it is.
Yeah, his defense. I definitely agree on that. His defense is poor as hell.
You can't cover a pothole. That's how bad he is.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
A pothole.
I mean, good player when it comes to offense, but man, that man needs defense to save his life. Straight up.
Yeah. That's a couple forward senders out there that they need. Mitchell needs to learn how to play defense better.
Yeah.
Oh, Mitchell,
our guy Mitchell. The Knicks.
I mean, he's
not bad, but he has spurts where he's horrible. He has spurts. It's like he peters out.
Lanky. He's so lanky.
No, you know who we need? We need Charles Oakley and who's the guy who passed away? Small, but he was not Larry Johnson, the other guy. Back in the 90s, Knicks.
Anthony Mason?
Which
one? Anthony Mason. Exactly.
Anthony Mason, yeah.
We need an Anthony Mason. We need a Charles Oakley. That's who we need on the Knicks.
Some grit.
There's not one forward on this list I want that could be either one of those guys. So.
Well, at least Brunson ain't no damn John Starks.
Oh Lord!
Right.
At least ain't no damn John Starks.
I love Starks. I didn't love his inaccuracy.
Oh my God!
Like he was a gamer. He was a baller. But
you know what?
You much of a baller.
You better than me, Chaz. You better than me because he's a bump. All right,
he's a bump.
He's a straight bump. Okay, well, nobody said I don't like Starks. Starks is one of the only players I never used to like. I mean, I love the fact when he's hot, he's hot. All right, but between his attitude and him missing mad shots, nah. When he played it, because I was a Chicago Bulls fan, all right? I ain't gonna lie to you. I was Michael Jordan all the way.
Was your guy?
All right? I love Pippen. I love Cartwright. All the old team, Dennis Rodman, all of them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Even when who came from Orlando to Chicago? What's his name? Horace Grant.
Horace Grant.
Even Horace Grant. All right.
I remember
that game. That I think it was the conference finals. It was the conference finals when Starks was just throwing a whole bunch of bricks.
Really?
Yo,
wow.
That game made me realize that he's an actual bum. So ever since then, I never liked Starks. Never liked Starks.
I said it before.
I swear I don't like. Yeah, go ahead. I was trying to hear you what you said.
Sprewell was always one of my favorites.
Yeah. Sprewell was good. Yes. Knicks had a lot of good players, man. They had a lot.
They did, but until Sprewell had to start paying for those kids.
Yeah. I didn't know you had a whole bunch of them like that. Damn.
He did.
They got like 12 kids or something.
I thought it was 14, but yeah, something like that.
Oh, right. I was off too. My bad.
Yeah, I thought it was 14. He's the guy who's the one who's got 12 different baby mamas. Nick Cannon. He gave the book. He gave the book to Nick Cannon. So
Spiro was a beast player though. I used to.
He was.
Just couldn't get to the finals though. Couldn't get to the finals.
Yep. A lot. He could. Yeah. He got there in '99.
Oh yeah, he did.
Right.
Okay. Wait. Well. Yeah, you're right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. He got there in '99. Remember when Ewing was on the bench? So.
Yeah. He was on the bench that time. That was when he was in his old age now.
Yeah.
He was pushing. He was pushing at those last years.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So we're going to wrestling. So if you want to stick around, it's up to you there, DJ.
All right. No, let me understand it a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I'm from the
old
90s, old school, like Jimmy Snooker and
Brandon,
the Birdman, all of that. That was my back in the day. You know, watching wrestling. I just fell off after I think it was WWE.
Yeah, because the World Life Federation sued for their letters. So that's why.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't like the World Life Federation. Never did. Anyway. Anyway, WWE weekend. They had their weekend in Tampa this weekend. Saturday night main event on Saturday. Battleground Tampa for NXT on Sunday, and Monday Night Raw, where there were great matches and future matches set up. So Saturday night main event. Let me take out that ticker. Okay. So on Saturday night main event, the matches on the card were not Kirby. Oh, that's where that went. I put this twice. It was stupid. That's what happens when you're doing it fast, like within an hour. Anyway, okay. No, I did that twice too. Okay. Let's go there. Okay. So WWE World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso faced Logan Paul. That ended up being a bit of a massacre because Jey Uso had a confrontation with John Cena earlier that night, and we actually went to interfere. But then last minute on that match, where is he? Cody Rhodes comes out. That's his name. Who used to be the champion. Cody Rhodes comes out, helps out Jey Uso, and now Jey Uso is still the champion. Logan Paul got kicked out. Logan Paul's got he's got these knuckles that were there as steel in them. He got it replaced because he got hurt. So now he uses it, and they let him use it. It's stupid, but
that is stupid.
Yeah. So Logan lost, thankfully. CM Punk versus Sami Zayn. CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Seth and Braun are part of a new faction. Seth and Braun destroyed CM Punk and Sami Zayn.
Oh, I kind of figured that.
Yeah, completely destroyed them.
CM Punk need to hang it up too.
No. Punk's got probably another year or two, probably. He'll probably hang it up in either Chicago or Cleveland. That'll be one of his last matches.
Last time I saw CM Punk before he came back to wrestling, he was doing MMA.
He was doing MMA. He did AEW. He got booted out of AEW.
Okay.
He was talking too much. And then there was rumors he was coming back to WWE. He in an interview he said he was shocked that he got the call. Triple H called him and said, we're thinking about bringing you back, so yada yada yada. And they did that first day when they brought him back. There was rumor he was coming. It was in Chicago, and it was it was one of the PLEs. So, but yeah, it was.
Bro, I love CM Punk, but I just every time I see him wrestle now, it's like I think it's more so because I watched him go to MMA and win an MMA fight, and then now he's back here, and now I'm like, come on. Same thing with Brock Lesnar, and I mean Ken Shamrock used to be my guy, and I didn't know
Shamrock. There's a name. There's a name. So there was a match that I didn't put on here, but there was a match. It's a women's United States champion. Zelina Vega defeated Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green, the first women's United States champion. Zelina beat her about 3 months ago, or no, 4 weeks ago. And now Zelina's defended against Chelsea Green again. And then second to last match, John Cena defeats R-Truth. R-Truth, he's got to hang it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's another one.
He's a loose cannon, but that's his character, Like he sees John Cena as his friend when John Cena is not the nice guy anymore. So who knows? Like maybe this will be the end. I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully it's the end of his wrestling career and rap career.
He can still rap. I mean, he's not a bad rapper. Honestly, it's one of my top 10 favorite all-time WWE entrance themes. I mean, R-Truth, it's up there. It's easily up there, top 10. I mean, hell, Cena's up there. Truth is up there.
Y2J is one of my favorites. That's
Y2J. Oh, you mean an entrance or? Okay.
That when he did the countdown.
The countdown. See, I'm talking about songs, but you're talking about I'm like, what are we talking about?
Well, that song is nice too. That break the world down.
Oh, that was
Jericho.
Was that Edge?
No,
Edge
that's Jericho.
Jericho. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. I wouldn't put that in top 10. That's just me though. No, Rhea Ripley, her song. It's a banging song. Like you want to headbang, even if you have no hair. You want to headbang. Also, Cody Rhodes, song, where he talks about his family, that there's more than one family in the world wrestling in wrestling, like that. That's a great song. And then I'm thinking there's another, and I can't think of it. The Street Profits, their song. It's a rap song. It's got a great beat. You might have played it. Tampa, you might have played this. Like I have to play it for you. If you haven't played it, it's got such a great beat and a moving beat. Like you could get at least 2 minutes of people on the dance floor going nuts on your DJ, nights.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I think you could. Anyway.
Well, you gotta let me listen to it first.
Yeah, I'll let you. I got it on my phone. Trust me. I'll let you listen to it at work tomorrow.
All right,
as long as Candace will let it, anyway. and then the last match was a steel cage match. Damian Priest finally beat Drew McIntyre. He had to have knocked him out. Like that was absolutely insane. He must have knocked him out. Because Drew McIntyre had his number for the last few matches he had.
Yeah, I wanted him to win at WrestleMania and he lost. And
he didn't. Exactly. So this is what most of us won't know, but these are up and comers that are wrestling in NXT. Yeah. So they wrestled on Battleground. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that's big news. Okay, so let's see. First off, NXT Women's North American Champion Sol Ruca looks like defeated Kalani Jordan. They're not telling me. Let's see. Yes. Champion dug deep and hit remarkable. Yeah, okay. So Kalani Jordan won. over Soloruka. Hank and Tank and Josh Briggs. Hank and Tank, that's a great name. I got to say, Hank and Tank.
It is pretty catchy.
Yeah, defeated the Culling, which is in a 6-man tag. Stacks beat Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo is basically a wannabe soprano guy, and Stacks was one of his underlings. And he apparently kicked Stacks out of his crew, and now Stacks defeated him, thankfully. One of those family matches. The champion of the NXT Women's Champion won. Stephanie Vacour beat Jordan Grace. Grace is a cutie, but Vacour, she's a pretty strong, muscled woman there. And she's one of those feisty Spanish women too. You got to watch them.
Spicy.
Yeah, she's spicy. Oba Femi, you both. If you guys haven't seen Oba Femi, he's one of the biggest black men, muscle guys you'll ever see.
You said that the last episode.
Yeah, I mean, he's from Nigeria. He's from Nigeria.
That's a big dude. You thought Francisco Njoku? Oh, what's his name?
Bigger than Booker T?
Who?
Bigger than Booker T.
Oh, Booker. Oh, he's way bigger than Booker.
Not Booker now. Booker before.
Oh, Booker before.
Henry big.
Okay.
Mark Henry.
Oh, yeah. He's big. He's as big as Mark Henry, but more muscle than Mark Henry. Like,
he's like Mark Henry. All right, picture Mark. If Mark Henry and Brock Lesnar had a baby.
Okay, all right, yeah.
If two men had a baby, I love it. Those two.
Lesnar. Yeah, he's big.
But just picture this baby as almost 7 foot. So, yes, Oba Femi's almost 7 foot. It's crazy.
Damn. I'm just. And wasn't the Giant 7 foot?
He was 7'3". He was 7'3". Andre the Giant was 7'3".
Andre.
How big was the Great Khali?
7'4", if I believe. You remember the Great Khali?
Yeah, I remember the Great Khali.
Do you remember? He was a big. He actually was in one movie that I remember. Remember the remake? The remake of The Longest Yard.
Longest Yard. Yeah.
One of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies.
All the different wrestling and big time actors, like that was great. Like Adam Sandler hit it.
Even the athletes, because remember, wasn't
Michael Irvin? Michael Irvin.
Yeah, Michael Irvin was in it, right? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was a good movie.
Who was the running back?
Nelly.
That was Nelly.
That was Nelly.
Right.
Yeah,
that was Nelly. That's right. I almost thought it said 50 Cent, but that wasn't. It was Nelly. Yeah.
Nelly.
That's right.
Bill Goldberg was in it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin was in it, dude.
Stone Cold, Kevin Nash.
You had Kevin Nash, Stone Cold, and who was the football player? Romanowski.
Bill Romanowski.
I think it was Bill Romanowski. Yeah. Like, talk about badass guys, like prison guys.
Man.
Wow. Like,
crazy.
Well, I could probably do a podcast of Adam Sandler movies. Like,
you had Bob Sapp.
Huh?
Bob Sapp.
Oh yeah, Bob Sapp. Yeah.
Big black bull-headed dude.
Oh, is that his name? Oh, I didn't know that was his name.
That was his name.
Oh, okay. Yo, Mr. Oh, I'll do it for a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
that wasn't him. That was Bob Sapp was the guy that was. Will you teach me to football?
Yeah.
Oh, that's. But no, I thought he wanted the food too. I thought he didn't he eat the cheeseburger.
That was wasn't that Tony Saragusa, the big fat guy? No, Tony Saragusa.
No, the cheeseburger. That was the muscle dude. The muscle dude. The comedian. The comedian.
He is the comedian.
Yes.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. That's right.
Yeah.
He was the one bouncing stuff off.
He also played football for the Washington Redskins. So.
When they were the Redskins. No, they were the Redskins. Let's preface. They were the Redskins. Yep. They were Redskins at some point. So the biggest match, and this shocks me. Here it is right here. TNA World Champion Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams. Apparently, it was a match for the TNA Championship. I didn't think they'd do that. Well, Trick Williams won it. an NXT wrestler won the TNA World Championship. I'm blown away. I'm like, this. I didn't. How this wasn't part of my feed on multiple, social medias, I don't know. Like this is big. So yeah, that Trick Williams is now a champion in another league. That now he's got to go do multiple leagues now because he's on the NXT roster. So yeah, a deafening Tampa crowd was on their feet cheering for both men. Williams mocked the champion at every opportunity, even hitting Spinner Rooney before getting the hit of the huge bookend. So he's mimicking Booker T.
Booker T, see?
Yes. So there you go, DJ. You can watch this guy and you'll see a semblance of what Booker T was.
Yeah, all right.
They wrestle on Tuesday nights normally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're actually wrestling now. Actually, Hendry had nearly had the match won with a standing ovation. That's what his thing is called. But Trick used his long legs to latch onto the bottom rope. Williams snapped back into action and slammed the champion through the announce table, attempting to win the title. The official stopped the attack, but Williams slammed Hendry onto the title before hitting the trick shot to win the match. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounded like it hurt.
Yeah, that could have hurt. I believe in Joe Henry might not be so believable after all. But you guys ever seen that video? There's like a 2-minute short video of I Believe in Joe Henry that he did years ago and they still use. It's him turning around yeah.
I can't stand that guy. I can't stand him.
He's a very intriguing white guy. He is. Anyway.
What do you do? He reminds me of I know Randy Orton used to do this, but
it's similar. Yeah, a little bit. Well, Randy Orton did RKO him, so at WrestleMania.
That was funny.
That was funny.
I couldn't wait for that.
Oh yeah. So let's see the results on Raw last night, which I did watch a little bit. Rollins, Breakker, Reed, and Heyman outlined their vision. Yay! So that's the new faction with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's now managed 3 different guys in the last 8 years. He's managed Roman Reigns. He's managed CM Punk. Now he's managing Seth Rollins. Now Seth Rollins has got 2 of the biggest bruisers in WWE in Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. So they almost remind me of this group called AOP, but they're better wrestlers than AOP were. And to even go back to the PG era, which we all know. Wow.
Are they more along the lines of like Farouk and Bradshaw?
No, I think there's the Steiners.
Because, okay.
Braun Breaker is the son of one of the not Scott.
Rick Steiner.
Rick.
Yeah, and Bronson Reed wrestles like Scott Steiner. Like it's crazy. So that's who they remind me of.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's coming out. So that's going to be interesting. So other teams now they're going to have the other factions that come out. It's just a matter of time. And with Triple H being the head of creative, he was part of one of the biggest factions in DX. I would think I'm hoping he brings this back. Penta, one of the best luchadors around, defeated Chad Gable and Dragon Lee in a triple threat match for the Money in the Bank. So Penta's now qualified for Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Rusev defeated Akira Tozawa. And Brandon, we talked about this, how these small guys need their own league.
Yeah.
You remember, Tampa, you remember the Cruiserweights, right?
Right.
Call it the Luchador League.
Well, we could call it the Luchador League, but then that takes out about 4 or 5 of the white guys and black guys that are small. So
them Luchadors too.
Yeah, but with Luchador you need a mask. So
yeah.
I don't see Xavier Woods with a mask on. I just don't. But then Rusev, you remember, he's an older guy. He left for a while. Now he's back. Sheamus came out. Sheamus
is back?
Yeah. The fact that, he was hurt. He was this. He was that. He might be doing a movie. Who knows? he's needed some type of rivalry. This is a good rivalry for him. So going into the next couple of PLEs, this will be good for him. World Tag Team Champions New Day defeat the Creed Brothers and War Raiders in a triple threat tag team match. Now, stupidly, and I know this is part of the script, but the Creed Brothers kind of were teaming with the New Day to take out the War Raiders. But the Creed Brothers got it in the end because they got pinned by the New Day. So didn't help them at all, did it? So kind of saw that one coming. Let's see. Jey Uso promised again to tap out to Gunther, or promised again to tap out Gunther, as people call him. Gunther, yes. So Jey Uso and our buddy Jim LeBruno has killed me on this, calling Jey Uso one of the worst WWE champions out there. I disagree, because he's popular, which means when you're popular and you're good, you're championship worthy. So, but he disagrees, and that's fine. So
agree to disagree.
Oh yeah, Jim disagrees, and he's probably. I don't know if he's off or not. He might be working. He might be. Well, I wonder if I can invite more people. I don't know if this StreamYard will let me do that, but
yeah, it should.
It should.
One of my guys, Sneaky G, I've seen he had like 10 people on his screen.
Oh, did he really?
I'm like, how could you keep up with all of these people?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, that should get us people to watch if you have that many people. That's a good back and forth right there.
Oh yeah.
So you know who was gone for a while, and they said it on the show. Liv Morgan was gone. She was in Japan doing a movie. So she came back to wrestle Kairi Sane. Well, this other girl, what's her name? Roxanne Perez is trying to get into the group that Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are in with a bunch of guys. I can't remember their names. Tambo, you'll see this. My brain goes nuts. I don't remember certain names that I should. So, especially if I don't write it down. But yeah, so this group, this faction that Roxanne's trying to get into, but the women aren't letting her in. They're being chintzy, whatever.
Well, so they're hating on her then.
They're hating on her, yeah. So Roxana tries to distract, but then Raquel gets stupid and starts yelling at Roxanne, leaving Liv by herself. And then Kairi took advantage. So
there goes the match.
Exactly.
Damn.
And then you want to talk about Banshees going at it. Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch, two of the loudest women out there when it comes to. They're both Scottish. Becky Lynch is an older Scot. Lyra is a younger one. I'll get to Lyra in a minute. Becky's married to Seth Rollins and had a baby with him. So she's been in and out. Becky's been in and out, but now she's in the heel role. Lyra is the champion and has defended against Becky at least once, beaten her twice, if not 3 times in matches, including back in NXT. So now looking up Lyra, which was kind of funny, didn't realize this. She's married to or engaged or dating another wrestler. Remember I said this guy's ugly and maybe he outkicked his coverage with his wife?
Yeah.
You look up Lyra's boyfriend, there is no doubt he outkicked his coverage with her. I mean, someone smashed him in the face with probably a chair. I don't know. At least that would be the good reason. But she called it out first. Not even me. She did. So I think she took out. I've influenced my wife to start saying "outkick your coverage." So
outkick your coverage. Outkick his coverage.
Oh, I've all 3 of my ex-wives. I outkick my coverage. But anyway, especially this last one. And then the last match. Wait, there's 2 matches. There was 1 match. I thought it was 1. No, just 2. Seth Rollins got into the triple threat. Got into the Money in the Bank, defeating Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. Good match because the good thing about those 3 men, all 3 are past WWE World Heavyweight Champions. So that's a very good triple threat match. And it was.
Oh,
It ended up being like almost 30 minutes, if not more. It was entertaining. A lot of, This Is Awesomes. And I think there was a This Is Awesome. This crowd in Tampa was not. It's almost like they were spent on the 3rd night of wrestling at WWE. They weren't that dynamic of a crowd. But the match was really good. So it's definitely one of the best matches Raw's had in probably a while.
Mm.
And then CM Punk tricked Seth Rollins at the end of the match and gave him a GTS, which that was fun to watch as we're going to the end of the show. So that was fun. SmackDown, I'll just run it through real quick. This was on Friday. Tiffany Stratton insulted Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Alexa Bliss is the cutest thing you'll ever see. Same with Tiffany. Charlotte is a great wrestler, probably a Hall of Famer, but she's maybe a couple years past her prime. Julia defeated Zelina Vega and Charlotte Flair to get into the triple threat match to qualify for the Money in the Bank. Tommaso Ciampa, that's his name, defeated Chris Sabin in a one-on-one. They're 2 tag team guys. Damian Priest engaged in a chaotic brawl with Drew McIntyre before the steel cage, which Drew ended up winning.
Tommaso Ciampa.
That's his name. You looking him up?
That's a crazy name.
It's a crazy name. I think that's his real name too.
An asshole.
Michin, that's obviously stage name. And B-Fab, she's cute, defeated Piper Niven and Alba Fire. Piper Niven and Alba Fire are with Chelsea Green. Piper Niven's a big girl. And when I say big girl, she fills out. So it's amazing between her and who am I forgetting? Oh, Nia Jax. Those are the 2 of the biggest women that wrestle today. And it's amazing some of these smaller women even have a shot against them because other than speed, they have the power and the strength that they don't have compared to these 2 women. And Piper Niven's from Australia, I believe, or New Zealand. Obviously, Nia Jax is one of the many Samoans from the Rocks family. And she's probably the most prominent female because some of the others haven't, done well in the wrestling ring. Last part of this, there's 2 more. There's 3 more. Jesus Christ. All right, before his match, Undisputed John Cena. Oh, that was here we go. I missed this. Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo, new guy, Mateo, defeated Jimmy Uso and Rey Fenix. R-Truth gave his last words before his match against John Cena, it was literally his last words. LA Knight defeated Aleister Black. Shocking. And Shinsuke Nakamura. That was a pretty good match. Aleister Black hasn't lost a singles match since he come back. Shinsuke he's a really weird Japanese wrestler. So LA Knight qualifies for the match. Street Profits versus Fraxium ended in a no decision. Street Profits have lost to Fraxium before, but DIY interfered, and the Street Profits defend their title against Motor City. Oh, they won their match, or they basically it was a no contest. But then Motor City also rushed in to engage in the brawl. During ringside, though, melee. During the ringside melee, Montez Ford looked ready to finish the tough challenger until the arena went dark. When the lights came back on, the Wyatt Six suddenly returned to obliterate everybody in sight. If you don't know the Wyatt Six, it's Bray Wyatt's little brother. His name is Bo Dallas, but he's now taken on one of the roles of the Wyatts. Oh,
I like Bray Wyatt. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt.
Yes, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Like it's interesting that Alexa hasn't gone back with them, but they got the other girl, I forget the wacky girl's name, but they got
Bray Wyatt reminds me of Raven a lot. Not the wrestling styles. I'm just saying like
there's extensions. Yeah, I can see extensions on the persona, but not the wrestling style. Like his final I forget his finishing move. That's an amazing move. His finishing move, and that now Bo Dallas does as his character.
Check that out.
Yep. So WWE Men's 2025 Money in the Bank ladder match contestants are as follows: Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, and Penta. 2 more to be filled during the week. In the women's, it's Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, and Julia. The last 2 actually are NXT wrestlers. Also, there are matches: Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso in a tag team match versus John Cena and Logan Paul.
That's going to be interesting.
Just the names alone on that will bring in definitely people to watch that.
Sold out, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say this: you can see John Cena losing this match because it's not a singles match.
Yeah, it's not a titles match.
It's very possible John Cena will lose a match just because it's not a singles match.
And then he's going to probably end up beefing with Logan Paul.
Well, Logan Paul would probably beef with him. Logan probably saying, I'm better than you. And, I could see it. I could absolutely see it.
Yeah.
And then Lyra versus Becky Lynch. That will probably be the first match of the night. And that will definitely be interesting.
Yeah, I was waiting for that match.
Yeah, so let's go. Let me go back. I don't think we're anywhere near the game being over yet.
Knicks, it's still third quarter.
Why am I not getting the StatCast? What's going on here? Gamecast. There we go. I gotta click it.
It's still like 3 minutes left in the third.
85-77. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to stay on the whole night. I can't do it. Tampa and I got work in the morning. But, So, yeah, okay, Pacers are winning right now, but that could all change. We know that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who's got big scores right now? Towns with 19, 6 of 11. Brunson, 18 points, 6 of 15. Oh, he's got to get that up. 2 of 6 3-pointers. Come on, dude. Yikes. And then Ananobi's got 3. He's got 2. What? Oh, you got a parlay?
Yeah.
Brandon's got his parlays. We've been talking about that for the last couple of weeks.
Towns. You said Towns got how much? 19.
Towns got 19.
Needed 18 out of him. He good. I need 20. I need 25 out of Brunson though.
You might get that. Anobi's out.
You might get that. You definitely gonna get that.
Anobi's out right now. Josh Hart came back in.
Nah, I just needed 1 3-pointer from Anobi.
He's got 0 right now.
Oh, come on, Anobi.
He's over 5 right now.
He ain't gonna hit one now.
Halliburton, 21 points, 6. He's not doing. Yeah, Halliburton, 21 points, 6 of 14 on from the field, 4 of 9 3-point shooting.
How many assists he got?
Damn, he's already got double-double, 13 assists.
Oh, I only needed 5. Damn.
You blew that away.
I needed 15 and 5 from Halliburton.
15 and 5, but you got that.
See, I go small risk, high reward.
Mm-hmm. Well, wasn't it last week you got 12 of 13, so you missed?
Bronson brought him back up to 5 points.
Really? I got 80-87.
That's right. It's 80-85. Oh, no, yeah, it's 87.
Indiana just scored.
You might just scored. Indiana just scored.
Yeah, Halliburton, another 17-foot 2-point shot. He's at 23 points.
Oh, damn. There's 5 minutes left in the third.
Yep. All right. So, all right. So, New York Sports Story will be episode 14 will be next Tuesday. Again, it won't be Monday because I'll be in Pennsylvania on Monday. Yeah. I'll be in Pennsylvania on Monday. So,
okay.
Yeah, everything will be on Tuesday. Tampa, you're welcome to come back on. That's
Sure. I'll make sure. Now you got me thinking about wrestling, so I'm going to start.
Yes, we got a wrestling fan.
I'm going to start looking.
Like, I don't watch that. 2 episodes later, I'm like, yo, this happened. This happened.
Look at that.
Because when we were just talking, I was watching the what is it? The NXT. Yeah. I was just watching before you said something about the Knicks.
Okay.
And I was watching the last event I was watching, or the last match I was watching was with Jay or Joyce. What's her name?
Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace.
Yeah. She was going against someone.
Probably Jordan. Kalani Jordan, maybe.
Hold on, let me see.
Could be Kalani Jordan. Brunson makes 2 free throws. Still 7-point game.
Bro's about to get me my 25. Damn, he might even get 30.
He's close. He's close.
How many fouls do we got? That's the problem.
That doesn't show. Let me get the full box score. Let's see. Personal fouls.
How many fouls do
0. He's got 0 fouls.
Who? Brunson?
Yep.
He might get 5 in the 4th.
Nah. They hacking him in. They hacking him on the court right now. So
remember when I talked about I didn't know anything about plus minus?
Yeah.
Right now, the only plus person on the court is Karl Anthony Towns +2.
Wow.
Jalen Brunson's -14.
Damn.
I think part of that's 3-pointers. Part of that's whatever his defensive issues are.
Yeah.
He's got 2 turnovers. That's a problem.
Yep, that's it right there.
It's only 2 defensive rebounds. He's got 4 assists. I mean, he's got 25 points, but like I said, 2 of 6. He's not getting. What's he? Oh, he's 9 of 10 free throws. That's where he's getting his points.
Yeah.
And he got 25, so you got your 25 for Jalen. And wow, so
rebound time.
Let's see.
Well, I needed 15 from Siakam.
He's got more than Halliburton right now. Go figure.
Yeah.
How much has Halliburton got?
23. Turner's got 12. Nesmith 16. Siakam 19. Siakam is what's going to kill us. Obi Toppin is what's going to make us want to jump off a bridge. I'm telling you, like Obi Toppin in the 4th quarter, he can't score. Like that's gonna kill this team. Exactly. Yeah. He's already done it in game 1 and game 2. We don't need it anymore.
Right.
This is why I wish we were on a little later, but I can't. I just can't stay on. I got to make my lunch. I got to somehow come down from this prime. Yeah. You got your juice, Brandon. My wife got me this. It's Tropical Punch Prime. So
I found out where the prime spot is now. I see all these got all of them.
Well, as long as it tastes good, I'll drink it. But some of these
are gross.
I'm not gonna pay $2.50 for a gross drink.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Tropical Punch, I'll drink. His Cherry Freeze, that's fine.
Yeah, Cherry Freeze is pretty good.
Yeah, those are the 2 I'm good with. Everything else, I'm just
new topic of discussion.
Yes.
How many fouls does Halliburton have?
Halliburton? 3.
Yeah.
He's got 3. Get his ass out.
Get his ass out, yo. He needs to get his ass out.
He's +4. Listen to this. So whatever the plus minus, however they work it, but it seems like it's a thing in the NBA now. Yeah. Halliburton's got +14. Nesmith is +22.
Damn.
Like, good Lord.
What?
Nesmith, he's becoming this, name that nobody saw coming.
Yeah. He's showing off for the playoffs, though.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, he's showing off for the playoffs.
He already broke Reggie Miller's single game 3 record for the playoffs.
I know. Now it's Nesmith, not Miller. Go figure. All right, so next week, same time, 8:00, unless your daughter's got something again there, Brandon? Or no?
Tuesday, yeah. I don't know. I got to check the calendar.
Okay.
I don't think she has a softball game on Tuesday, though.
Okay.
It's getting closer to the end of the season, so.
Yeah, I'll be coming back from Pennsylvania Monday afternoon into the nighttime, so my kids are graduating 5th grade. Yes, they actually graduate 5th grade. Like, I graduated 8th, so it was a little weird, and I have to usually explain. Their middle school is 6, 7, and 8.
Middle school is much, because I went to school that just went from pre-K to 8th grade straight.
Yeah, same. Was it a Catholic school or private school?
Catholic school.
Catholic school? You went which around here?
No, it was in I went to St. John's in Orange. St. John's Elementary in Orange. And then I graduated from Immaculate Conception High School in Montclair.
Wow. Okay. I know it. I graduated from CBA, so.
Oh, okay. All right. That's
Monmouth County.
I'm from outside. Monmouth County. I was like, he kind of far.
I grew up in Monmouth County. So anyway, so I'll be going to that like Sunday night into Monday afternoon. I'll actually be closer to Brandon than I'll be to people in New Jersey. So and I'll be in Bloomsburg, so I'll be only 2 hours away.
That's about 2.5 for me.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, that's about 2.5 hours for me.
Yeah, Tampa, you freeze up? I think Tampa.
No, I'm right here.
Okay. I saw you go right to the camera. Like, what's going on? All right. So next week, 8:00. Hopefully, there'll be something else different. Maybe we'll have some.
That's a foul, though.
Maybe we'll have either the Pacers or the Knicks. And more than likely, we'll have OKC. I don't see Minnesota winning anything else. Just don't see it.
I don't see Minnesota winning at all. That's it. No. I think the next game is over.
Yep.
Yeah, they took the life out of them in Minnesota last night. They took the life out of them.
They did. They did.
Now, I will say this. Now that Tampa, Brandon, we've all been on, tell your friends. Say, start watching. We got 3 of us on. DJ, I know you got people, DJ. I know you got people.
Well, I got people that love sports, so
there you go.
Works out. It works out.
I said on social media there was going to be a special guest. I wasn't going to call you out yet. Now I will say your name. So since you're on, so all right, we got 2 Cary people and a New Yorker. See,
but he's a New York Giants fan. That's a difference.
He is. Right, What are you? I forgot. Are you a Giants fan too?
Are you mad? Are you mad?
I forgot.
Okay, you're supposed to know I'm a Giants fan.
Okay, I forgot.
All right, you're supposed to know I'm a Giants fan. I've been a Giants fan
especially with my football pool, my confidence pool. I gotta remember everybody's fandom. I'm like, it's.
Why you think I always pick Giants, except for the last couple of games when I noticed he was losing. I'm like, nah.
That's right. I kept linking you up with John. That's right. You and John never. That's right.
You will never change.
Yeah, no, you got it. Well, this year with the Giants, we might be able to pick them more. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so we got 3 Giants fans on here. I like that. Maybe next week if we all 3 on at the same time. Because here's the funny thing. LeBron is also a Giants fan, but he's a Giants fan who is a fan doesn't drink the glass half full. He's half empty. So, like, we see things in a brighter light because we want to. He sees it as he thinks is right. So,
Jim thinks we're going 4-11. Jim thinks we're going 4-11.
Yeah. Jim has us going already. I'm like, we haven't even got to training camp in the off season.
Training camp, on the off season.
I'm like,
we're not even doing.
I'm not listening to all the Athletic or ESPN or what. Oh, early predictions. Screw early predictions. It's too early.
Yeah.
Go to the beach and enjoy the sun. Yeah, it's go to the beach.
It's good to have your opinion, but still, you can't sit there and predict all the games that's going to happen and who's going to win this and that. No,
exactly. Right. Not this early. No way, not this early. It's not this early. Talk about the relevant sports. Don't talk about the sports that haven't even started doing their off season yet. It makes no sense. But anyway, so next week we will be on 8:00, maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll see. Maybe more. We don't know. See if I can convince more people to come on.
I'll start putting on blast.
I appreciate it. He's got hundreds of people at his DJ events. Hundreds. Yeah. At least. Am I wrong on this?
No, you're not wrong.
Hundreds.
You're not wrong at all.
I just got to get them in my hood.
That's the thing. Well, I mean, but I can actually start promoting.
Yeah, you can promote on here. I mean, when's your next event?
My next event
this weekend, right?
I'm in New York. I'm in Brooklyn.
You're in Brooklyn. Okay.
I'm in Brooklyn. Yeah, for a party, an all-white party.
An all-white party. Okay, I know what those are. Yeah. We're not being racist. I know what an all-white party is. I've never been to one. I've unfortunately never been to.
You've never been to an all-white party?
No, but I know a lot of people who have.
One day I have to take you to an all-white party. You have to dress all white, though.
Yeah, let me know.
All white. Yeah, all right.
I'll see if
we got summer anyways. I gotta bring y'all up to my area. I have different parties that I do and everything else. So,
okay.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I just gotta convince Beth to go. That's all.
All right, well, she gonna be out have a little section for y'all. Y'all gonna be away from everybody, but just can look.
Oh yeah. See, my fear is the men like the bigger side of the backside of the women will be noticing her more than me anyway. So I know what I got. So On that note, I say we go. DJ Grand Larson will be in Brooklyn on Saturday. Maybe someday. When are you going to be in South Amboy? I remember you told me about South Amboy.
Oh, that's not until in
July?
The end of June. No, the end of June. I give you the date for that because they made I had to fly it somewhere, but I have to check it.
Sweet, because that works because I don't think I have my kids that weekend. I have my kids in the early weeks of June. I don't have them in the later weeks. So that kind of works out. Okay, cool. That works. All right. So on that note, peace out, everybody. It was a good show. We got under 2 hours, just under 2 hours. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Everybody have a good night. I will see you Tampa tomorrow. Brandon, we'll talk.
Yes, sir.
We'll definitely. Come on, Knicks. Come on.
Let's go, Knicks.
Let's go, Knicks.
Dog fight.
All right. Yes.
It's a straight up dog fight.
Let's see. Did I end the stream? Oh, there we go. I got to end the stream. That was